Girl, Steve Bannon had just said that Elon Musk should be investigated for being here illegally and is calling for his deportation. Another win at the
Ooh.
Supreme Court for us. There was a case where they were disputing, the Republicans were disputing these bans on high capacity rifles and AR-15s and high capacity magazines. They were banned by law. They sued and went up to the Supreme Court, begging them to, take the ban away. And the Supreme Court, fortunately, declined to take the case. So bans stay in place for now. This is good for our children. This is good for our country. I don't know why these people want our children harmed in schools. It's ridiculous. This is really terrible. I know everyone's been talking about it, but I just wanted to put my 2 cents in and maybe talk to it with my followers in mind. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but they have shut down the Job Corps. They have defunded the program, giving most of them like no notice. The young people were brought in to some sort of cafeteria or something in one location I saw, and was just told, sorry, you're going to have to go pack up. They've cut off our funding and you can no longer be here. So Job Corps is a program for at-risk youth between, I believe, 16 and 24. It is a lifeline for a lot of people. I heard that there was a huge percentage of the um, people that are in the Job Corps are people who have aged out of foster care. So a lot of these foster parents are only in it for the money, right? So once the money stops, they throw them out, they throw them away, which is absolutely horrible. So Job Corps has been a lifeline for them because they have a place to live. They have a place to finish their high school diplomas, GEDs, get technical skills and licensing and certification so they can go into careers and not have to be homeless and not have to struggle as much in life. It's I've seen so many videos of people crying, packing up their rooms, other people who are full adults that have talked about how their lives would have been completely horrible had they not gone to Job Corps. This is all races, but it's mostly poor people, so we know who they're targeting. Um, we know why they're doing this. We know that they are building prisons, private prisons, and they need to fill them. They are very low on recruitment for military. So they need people to be desperate and have nowhere else to go so that they can join the military. Um, I don't know what to say. All these people are a lot of these people are homeless, especially the foster children. They have nowhere to go. I saw one girl yesterday. She said that the counselors at the place were trying to hook her up with a list of homeless shelters. We all know the homeless shelters are full and dangerous. And this is a complete disaster. It is absolutely horrible. It's breaking my heart seeing all these videos. And I said they said it's up to 40 to 45,000 people, students that are being sent out into the streets. Not all of them are homeless, but a good portion of them are, and it's absolutely horrible. I'm hoping that some ACLU or someone will sue them and get some sort of injunction to stop this from happening. I mean, a lot of them have already moved out. Some places it seems like they have until June 30th to leave. So I'm hoping something's in the works. I'll look it up and I'll get back to you and let you know if I see anything. But this is absolutely horrible. I don't know what kind of horrible administration would do this to our youth. The children are our future, right? Federal Judge Esther Salas is sounding the alarm. Her own son was taken from her unalived in 2020, and we know who was president at that time because of some rhetoric of his, apparently, or allegedly, I suppose I should say. Basically, what she's saying is the attacks and threats on federal judges has escalated greatly, and since this administration started, and since between May 1st and May 15th, 2025, let me get the number right. 162 federal judges have been threatened, and their lives have been threatened based on their rulings or perceived opinions or which side they're on. So they are in danger. A number of them have said that they are hiring private security because the federal marshals are under the Justice Department, and we know who's in charge of that. So this is getting very dangerous. I'm very concerned. We have slid very quickly into authoritarianism, and this is not sustainable. We need the Supreme Court to speak out more forcefully against this. And I don't know, they gave him immunity. So can we use some of these crimes that he's committed and since he took office to maybe go back to them and reopen the immunity case and see if they can reconsider, because this is getting out of control. Yeah, they're hiring their own security because they cannot trust the U.S. Marshal Service to protect them. The Department of Health and Human Services, under the direction of RFK, has come up with a MAHA report. MAHA standing for Making America Healthy Again. Right. So this report was set to expose the root causes of childhood diseases. And basically, when the report came out, it was determined that it was full of nonsense. So I'd like to read you some of the headlines from different news publications that I saw that kind of cracked me up. Let me take these glasses off. It was really, really interesting. Okay. So there's a publication called Notice, never heard of it, but their headline says it cites studies that don't exist. Funny, but not funny, because this is our country's health and our children's health. And this man is in charge. Okay. So the Daily Beast says there was secret AI code in RFK Jr.'s botched Maha report. The Associated Press headline was White House acknowledges problem with Maha report. Let's see, who's this? The Washington Post. White House Maha report may have garbled science by using AI. This is our health. These are people in charge of making decisions about our health. Let's see, ABC News. Maha cited non-existent studies. The Verge report riddled with AI slop. Slop. The Bulwark. RFK Jr.'s Maha hallucinations. And then McGill University, one of their writers, says it's mostly data vibes. The White House says that they will remove non-existent studies from the Maha reports. They said they're going to remove non-existent studies. So you put out a report for the health of the American people and American children, and you're now acknowledging that you have to remove the non-existent studies. They just made them up. We're in danger. My stepdaughter said that RFK Jr. is our op. And everything in the report is capped. Unfortunately, our Supreme Court has handed Trump a win, another win, unfortunately. The Supreme Court handed down an order that allowed Trump to cancel the temporary protective status of certain migrants into the United States, people who are here under protective status because they are unsafe in their home countries: Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. So elections have consequences. I was really puzzled, as I'm sure many people were, as to why these people, especially people who were Cuban American citizens, Venezuelan American citizens, would vote for a man who is so against immigration and immigrants. Why were you okay with him sending people back to dangerous situations that were non-citizens? Did you really believe that he was only going to go after people who were quote unquote criminals? I don't believe that. I believe that there were other reasons why you decided you wanted to vote for him. I believe they were nefarious. I believe they were selfish. I believe you thought that they wouldn't come for your own family members. And unfortunately, this is very bad. I mean, a lot of people make jokes, and they'll say it's FAFO, and it is a FAFO, but it's not good. It's really, really sad. I mean, especially the people going back to, let's say, Cuba. Like, a lot of these people have talked a lot of trash about that government, and they're going to be in danger, serious danger. I don't know what's going on in Venezuela. I know that they had some food shortages and mismanagement of government resources and funds, so that people were suffering. I'm not sure if they will be in danger of their lives going back to Venezuela. Haiti is in a horrible condition. Gangs have taken over. People are being R-worded and murdered and robbed, and violence in the streets. I mean, there's a lot going on there, and it's really not safe for people to go back there. But unfortunately, we had some Americans who thought that it was okay to vote for this person, and now your own family members are going to suffer unnecessarily. So, Godspeed. Let's mix in some good news with all the bad news that I've been delivering to you. Trump is 0-3 with the lawsuits that came from the law firms that he tried to block from federal properties. Three of the law firms sued him, and they have won so far. So keep your head up. The resistance is holding. Real quick, has anyone heard anything about any updates on Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the Maryland resident that was wrongfully deported to Secot in El Salvador? Sorry, I forgot which country it was. Anybody heard anything new? Any updates? Is the Supreme Court just going to allow him to disregard and ignore their orders? Is that what's happening? Has our democracy fully fallen? Because last I heard, the Supreme Court ordered him to facilitate his return. Federal court said you have to bring him back because you admitted in court that it was a mistake that you deported him, right? He's not a criminal, despite the lies. In any case, if you could please help me like and share and comment and save my videos. Unfortunately, they're being suppressed because of the things that I talk about. It'd be really, really helpful if you could do all the things that they talk about in the videos from the bottom up. I just think that my messages need to be spread out more. I think more Americans need to know what's going on. Thankfully, there's some creators that get a lot of views and they're sharing, but I'm not sure if they have the same viewers that I have. So please help me get this message out. Thank you. This administration has just deported a 2-year-old American citizen to Brazil with her parents who are from Brazil, but she is an American citizen. She is in Brazil on a tourist visa because she's not Brazilian. She is American. Like, why are they doing this? Like, they can't do this. You can't deport American citizens. Like, what the hell? Anyway, so she has no rights there. She has no right to healthcare, no right to education. She's a U.S. citizen. Bring her back. This is ridiculous. Why is our government allowing this to happen? Someone has to stop him. Ready for some more winning? A Boston judge has blocked the Trump administration from stopping Harvard University from enrolling international students. So this is some good news. More good news. We're winning all over the place. Hang in there. It's not over. We're going to stop this nonsense. Federal courts are standing in the gap. So that's something to celebrate. 4-year-old little girl from Mexico came here on a humanitarian parole because she has a rare genetic condition called short bowel syndrome, I believe. So her mother was allowed to come here to get treatment for her. The treatment that she's taking is very specific, and it's very dangerous for her to not have the treatment available to her like immediately or very close by. So the mother says that she's received a letter from the Trump administration that she and her child must leave on their own or they will be deported. Unfortunately, the doctors say that she will die within days if she is removed from the United States. She cannot get the treatment in Mexico that she's getting here, and this is absolutely terrible. I don't know why they're so cruel and so evil. Didn't he say he was going to deport criminals and gang members and and people like that? He never said that he was going to go after little children that are counting on us for her life to continue. Okay, I want to talk about something. I don't think it's a good idea that people are calling Trump Taco and saying that he Taco, the acronym standing for Trump always chickens out. It's true, but we don't want to provoke him. Those tariffs, if the courts don't save us, they're working on it, I guess. Those tariffs will destroy the U.S. economy. It will empty the shelves. It will potentially disrupt our medication supply. It will starve people. It will make prices so high that people can't afford to eat, leading to all kinds of homelessness and so on and so forth. So I think that we should stop. Reporters should stop asking him about it. People should stop calling him Taco because that's a challenge. That's giving him a challenge to go ahead and double down and make it even worse. So just if he backs down on tariffs, this is a win for us. So we need to not provoke him to say, let me prove something, or they're challenging me or they're calling me names, and now I'm going to prove to them that I can do this without backing down, and then it only hurts us. I heard from Aaron Parnas earlier that Governor Gavin Newsom was on the Midas Touch Networks, and he was said something like it's raining tacos in regards to Trump, and I just don't think it's a good idea. I think we really should stop this. It's only going to hurt us. Okay, so I gotta get a little messy. There are rumors going around D.C., Capitol Hill, White House, that apparently Stephen Miller put his wife on Elon watch duty when he was working in Doge. And so basically she was his handler or, following him around. So now that now that Elon Musk is leaving the White House or has left the White House, excuse me, she has quit and left to go work with Elon Musk full time. The rumor is, I'm not saying it's true, but this is what I'm hearing over and over again from many people, many sources. Rumor is that she is leaving her husband or getting with Elon Musk. I can't. I absolutely cannot. She has horrible taste in men. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yesterday, I told you the Trump administration was blocked from putting tariffs on the rest of the world by federal court, and unfortunately, he has appealed that ruling. So the tariffs are back on for now. Let's hope our Justice Department holds up and protects us from this nonsense. More Justice Department nonsense. So now they are trying their best to turn back the clocks of progress for Black and non-Black people or non-white people in this country. They have a new initiative. Justice Department's new initiative is called Civil Rights Fraud Initiative. So basically, they want to sue companies, universities, or anyone that's trying to help curb discrimination against non-whites in this country and help people progress. So they want to turn back the clock on progress, basically. And companies like, let's say, Costco, who refuses to comply with their DEI initiatives or laws or demands, could be sued. So check this. Now they're bribing people to participate in this. They're saying that they will give a percentage of the proceeds from lawsuits that they win against companies or universities that don't comply with their anti-DEI and anti-Semitism fight on college campuses. For the record, for the most part, people were not being anti-Semitic. They were protesting against, we know what's going on in the Middle East. So it's nonsense. Yes, anti-Semitism exists, but the whole point of what he's doing is not, it's not about anti-Semitism. He just wants to punish these colleges because they won't follow his DEI guidelines and demands. In any case, so now they're bribing people to be whistleblowers or snitches and file complaints or lawsuits to the Justice Department Civil Rights Division, and they will get paid if they win the case. What's new on the island of ridiculousness? I'll tell you. So the Trump administration has now said that they are going to stop funding to the DC Metro rail system until they change their name to the Trump train. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. What is happening in this country? Hong Kong has vowed to take in and accept and take good care of international students that are being mistreated by the Trump administration in the United States. So we lose billions of dollars and millions, maybe millions, of dollars in revenue coming in from international students. They pay double or triple what we pay to go to college here. We also lose the talent and skills acquired by these people because many of them stay on and work for companies and invent things and help build our economy. So this is not good. This is not good. According to this video that I'm going to play after I talk, the Doge was there's someone in the government, NLRB, National Relations Labor Board, saying that he was told to allow access to do something in the computers to allow access to our data by Russia. And this is crazy. So somebody's going to be in trouble, I hope. And this is dangerous for our country, our national security, our secrets, our data being shared with an enemy. Check out this video. Let's listen to it.
Extremely sensitive data. Okay, and then we now have evidence that Elon Musk gave Russia sensitive government data. The whistleblower who came forward said, quote, "I can't attest to what their end goal was or what they're doing with the data, but I can tell you that the bits of the puzzle I can quantify are scary." He said that DOGE ordered him and others at the National Labor Relations Board to allow access to extremely sensitive data. And then he watched as Russia immediately started accessing and downloading all of it. He was ordered to delete all records of what he had done and leave no trace. And the man is terrified after what came next. Once he blew the whistle to NPR, he came home to find a threatening note taped to his door that included personal info and a picture of him that was taken from a drone. NPR was able to corroborate his account with 30 other employees. Elon Musk personally came in and handed over sensitive US government data to Russia, and we have no idea how bad it is. And no one is even talking about this because we are all distracted by the rest of the circus. Now have
Yeah, this is crazy. I'll keep an eye on it and see if we find any more information. But this is not good. It looks like we're winning. Looks like we've been saved. So, international court has just said the Trump administration does not have the legal authority to place tariffs on every country across the world. So, let's look at our prices come back down and taxes go down. So, let's listen to Aaron Parnas talk about it.
Most of Donald Trump's tariffs, saying that Donald Trump's tariffs exceeded his authority under the IEEPA. Minutes ago, the Court of International Trade struck down Donald Trump's tariffs imposed under his executive authority. And these tariffs that were just struck down include the reciprocal tariffs that were applied to all countries across the globe. Now, significantly, that means Donald Trump now has to lift tariffs on everyone, including China and all these other countries. And the 90-day stay of the tariffs is coming up. Well, these tariffs were invalid, and there's no more 90-day stay because the tariffs can't be imposed by Donald Trump under his authority on the IEEPA, which is a law that the president can use to kind of enforce tariffs or introduce tariffs during national emergencies. This is a major loss for the Trump administration. We'll see what happens next. Spread the word and follow along, stay up to date.
And a major win for the world, not just America, the world. So let's see our ports open up and be filled again with goods that are reasonably priced. Celebrate.